What's up, guys? This is made 10R trading gold this week.
So first thing first, we are here on gold. All right. So I'm first going to pull up my journal. Okay, you can clearly see here that I took 7 trades this week. All right, and I lost about 2, and I won the rest. Okay, and I won 5. And these are the R's that I was able to get. Okay, on one trade I made 3 on this. I almost broke even, but I made a little bit of profit on this as well. And then I made a 4.49 R on Tuesday. All right, so now let me jump on the chart real quick. Okay, so first, before I go on the chart, I want to show you this thing first. Okay, so this is my checklist basically. All right, so this is what I look for on a daily basis. All right, so number 1 is I look for H4, H1, FVG, a buy side liquidity or sell side liquidity. Number 2, it's an IFVG or a breaker on the lower time frame, which is like M15, M5, and M1. All right, so if I find my FVG on the H4, I'm usually going to look for an IFVG or a breaker on the M15. And if I find a FVG on the H1, I'll usually go on the lower time frame on the M5 to look for my entry confirmation, which is my IFVG or my breaker. All right. So and on M15, if I find a I do have the M15, but if I find my FVG on the M15, I will go on the M1 for my confirmation or my entry. All right. So now after that, I would look for SISD. SISD simply stands for change in the state of delivery. Okay, this is actually what's going to confirm to me that this trade is worth holding. All right. And my target is always the opposite with liquidity, all right, which means it's a high in the direction of the trend or a low in the direction of the trend. All right, now that that's said and done, we're gonna go on the chart. So Monday, what we had, I was looking at this price action here. Okay, this bit of price action here, we can clearly see that we're making lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs. All right, so I was actually around this area, and then I saw this FVG right there on the H4. Okay, so this is an H4 FVG. So once I saw that, I went to the 1 hour time frame to see if I could refine it. Okay, because it's not like a proper level for me. Okay, so when I went to the H1, what I basically did was that I actually left it like that. Okay, I left it like that on the H1 because we see like this huge drop, and then the FVG is like this whole area. All right. So, and then I went to the M15 real quick. So M15, what did I see? Okay, so there was an opportunity for me to refine that FVG. All right, and then what I did is I just marked that zone right there. What I did is I took my fib tool, okay, put it from the high to the low. I usually look for price to be in equilibrium. Okay, equilibrium is basically the discount before I can sell. Okay, so this was an equilibrium. It's also like an extra confirmation for me if I see that price actually hit the 71% fib, my 71% fib zone. All right, so on this opportunity, before I actually refined this, I left the H4 zone. Okay, so the H4 zone, as you can see, was around this area here. Okay, so like I took my first entry here. Okay, well, I took a loss on. All right, so let me go to the M5 real quick. Okay, so in the M5, what did we have? All right, so M5, what did we have here? We had this, okay, so I saw price going up, okay, and I was looking at this Asia high, okay? Price actually took out Asia high, okay? So this Asia high, and as it took out Asia high, I saw this rejection, this big rejection here, and to me it was like, okay, so price went up, and if you can see here, we have a little breaker, right? Okay, that's my breaker, okay? The price closed below. I actually sold over here before the breaker even happened. That's when I sold, and my stop loss was above here, and I was just targeting that Asia low. Okay, of which price went in my direction a little bit, and then I got taken out. Okay, when this happened, I did not panic at all. Okay, I did not panic. Why did not panic? Because I knew that after refining my zone, I knew that I had this M15 zone that was being respected. Okay, so price went up one more time, and here I actually did not take a trade. Okay, and price came in. Okay, to me, this is actually another liquidity. Okay, and remember, guys, for the price to go down, it has to go up before going down. Okay, so you have to take out liquidity before actually going down. All right, so price came down, okay, and then came back up to test that zone. And as soon as I saw that, you see like here, price was making these gaps, okay, and then it gapped up here again, and then it failed. But when price came back to this gap, it actually failed to go all the way up again. Okay, so as soon as I saw this, As soon as I saw this, I actually set a limit order. Okay, I did not sell this candle. I set a limit order. Okay, and I waited for price. And when price came back up to this level, it actually tapped me in, set my stop loss above there, and I targeted this low. Okay, so this is how I made that 4R on the Monday. All right, so Monday done. I made 4R, technically 3R, because I lost 1R here on the first trade, and then I made 4.43R here. Okay, so it's technically I made 3R that day. Okay, now Tuesday, what happened on Tuesday? Let me go back to the 1 hour to try to see what happened. Okay, and remember the chart here. Okay, remember my chart, what I wrote here. I look for FVG, buy side liquidity or sell side liquidity. Okay, so now in this case, on Tuesday, to me, price was still bearish. Okay, because what? We still haven't seen like a powerful move to the upside. All right, actually, there was a trade here in the morning that I missed out on, of which I got pretty upset because I woke up pretty late. Okay, but I did not stress about that because I knew that the market provides a lot of opportunities. That's also one thing, guys. If you miss a trade, don't feel like it's the end of the world. Like the market is always going to provide you with a lot more opportunities after that. You just have to be patient and diligent to see those things. All right. So come Tuesday, all I did was I marked this point high. Okay, so this is the previous day high. Okay, that previous day high actually counts as buy side liquidity. All right, so it's previous day high and session highs and lows. Okay, previous day high, previous day low, and session highs and low. Those are buy side and sell side liquidity. All right, those are the ones that you rely on. All right, so I saw that, and then what I did is, okay, so that's the previous day high. Okay, previous day high on the 1 hour time frame, and what I did is I went to the M15 to try to see if we had anything. So M15, yes, it wasn't clear. Okay, M15 would have taken a trade only after this happened. Okay, only after this candle, which is very late. Okay, so let's go to the M5, try to see if there's like a lot clearer, you know, if there's something a lot more clearer on the lower time frame. Okay, so M5, as you can see here, there is something. Okay, so price was displacing to the upside as soon as it broke above the previous day high. We had this last area here as a point of interest. Price came back to this zone, failed to displace to the upside, actually closed below this IFVG. Okay, so let me just mark this as a IFVG. Okay, that's a IFVG that price failed to bounce from. Instead, it actually closed below it. Okay, to me, that's an opportunity. Okay, and I did the same thing that I did on Monday. Okay, I placed this limit order. Okay, with my stop above here, and I was actually targeting the London low. All right, I was targeting the London low right here. Okay, so as price started moving, and then we were in the PM session, liquidity actually slowed down, and I was like, okay, there's no point in me actually holding this trade. I decided to close and come back the next day to find a new opportunity. All right, so this is actually how I made this. I made 1R. It actually wasn't 1R. It was like 0.83R. This is Wednesday now. Okay, so price was going down, and then we had this displacement to the upside. Okay, so when I had that displacement to the upside, I looked below to see if there were any remaining FVG, of which there was. Okay, so there was this FVG here that I was looking for price to bounce off of. Okay, and then once I found that, I went to the M15 time frame to try to see if there was anything clear on the lower time frame. All right, the lower time frame, M15, nothing clear here. Okay, and this was a chance for me to refine this FVG. Okay, so I actually marked this. Usually what I will do sometimes is also take my fib from the low to the high to try to see if price hit the 72% zone, which is like a very crucial area for me. Okay, so in this case, perfect. Okay, we hit the 72% zone to a T. All right, and then I'll remove the fib. Then let's go to the M5 to try to see if there was an entry. Okay, so M5, was there an entry? Can't remember what time frame I took this at. Yeah, well, there's an entry, but the entry is pretty late. Okay, so I think I took this trade on the M1. Okay, so let's go to the M1 and try to see what happened. Okay, so the M1 time frame, what did we have? M1 time frame, what I ended up doing was this. Okay, so as you can see, price was going all the way down to the zone, and then it was displacing here, displacement, and then here price actually, the market actually stopped displacing. Okay, instead of bouncing off of this zone and continuing to the downside, price actually broke above. Okay, when that happened, I did the same thing again. I placed this a buy limit order, okay, and then I set my stop loss to the low here. Okay, initially my stop was actually here, but when I saw that price was leaving behind these wicks here, I figured out that okay, they might come back to take out this liquidity because equal lows and equal highs are places areas that actually market likes to liquidate our area that actually price like to take out before actually moving actual direction. Okay, so I moved my stop loss to the low here, and then price did exactly that. Okay, so this to me, all this was just liquidity. Okay, so if I just do this, liquidity low. Okay, price came back one more time, and this was actually even a better entry. Okay, if I saw it. Okay, boom. By the close of this candle, it could have been an entry as well. Stop loss just below here, and then price went. Okay, but I did not, to be honest with you, I did not end up fully capitalizing on the zone. Okay, because if we go to the on this trade, because if you go on the M15, you can see that my target was initially this point high right here. Okay, this point high right here. Okay, but price got to this candle and then made a U-turn. Okay, so I was actually monitoring the trade on the M15, and I was trailing my stop loss. Okay, and then I think I trailed my stop loss all the way to this zone here, and price took me out in profit, like a little bit of profit, not too much. Okay, and then yeah, like I saw all this profit, and then they took it away from me. Okay, because I was targeting the high. Okay, so now I actually set up a new rule that I'm gonna start getting out at the last candle instead of like aiming at the wick or like get out here or something. Okay, so yeah, I did not end up getting all this 4.77 R. It would have been great, but you know, it is what it is. The market is random anyway. Okay, so that was Wednesday, and let's go on Thursday. Let's go see Thursday. What did Thursday have for me? So Thursday, what happened on Thursday was pretty simple. Okay, so Thursday, I spotted this price. You see, price started displacing. Okay, getting to this FVG displacement. Okay, and then what did price do? Left behind these FVGs. Okay, so I was actually looking at this as FVG as my point of interest. Okay, so let's go to the M15 time frame to try to see what happened. So M15, there's nothing. Okay, can this OB be refined? Okay, actually, let me go back to H1 to see if I can place my fib. Okay, so place my fib from the low to the high. You can see that price actually hit the 72% zone. All right, so that's great. So let's go to the M5, try to see where I actually got my entry from. Okay, so M5, something very interesting happening. Yes, so M5, as you can see, price tapped the zone. Okay, and then it left behind this FVG right here. Okay, that's more FVG, and as soon as price goes above here, that's when I enter. Okay, I actually entered two position. And remember, on Wednesday, price did not hit my full target. So for this trade, I decided to get to close one trade at the last candle, and then the second trade, I actually left it to hit my final target. Okay, of which that happened. Okay, so on Thursday I made about 3R. Okay, 3.1R. All right, it was simple like that. You see, it's just like the same thing, rinse and repeat. Like it's just the same thing over and over and over again. Okay, so Friday, okay, last trade on Friday. What did I see on Friday? Okay, guys, same thing. You know, I'm not making these things up. This is how I trade. Bro. Like, just keep it simple. Do not overcomplicate yourselves. Just keep it simple. Okay. So Friday, I spotted this FVG right here. Okay. That FVG. Then I'm gonna jump straight to the 5-minute time frame. All right. So 5-minute time frame. What did we see? 5-minute time frame. Okay. So I actually took a loss before taking a win. Okay. So 5-minute time frame, what I ended up seeing was, okay, no, actually here, this was taken on a 1-minute time frame. Okay, price hit the zone. Okay, already here, if I had seen this, I should have taken the trade. Okay, I should have taken the trade, but this again, this was Asia session. Okay, I don't trade the Asia session. I'm gonna wait till London starts before I can start looking for opportunities. Okay, but this here was an entry. Okay, but I don't trade Asia. All right. So let's go to the M1 time frame to actually see everything in detail. All right. So price tapped the zone. Okay. Price tapped the zone. Obviously, it already displays from it already hit the IFVG. It created an IFVG in Asia session. Okay. So what we were looking for after that was just like opportunities to actually join the trade. Okay. So there were plenty of opportunities here. Okay. I could have joined here as well. I could have entered here. Okay. Price went up, came back up, and then boom, boom, boom. Okay. And then here something funny happened. Okay. Price actually ran through this FVG. Okay. And then it started to displace to the downside. And when it got to this level, this is actually when London opened. Okay. London opened by these two candles here. Okay. My mistake was like, okay, I was like, okay, so I saw this FVG, okay? So price was supposed to hit this FVG and just drop to the downside, but it did not do that. What it ended up doing, it just closed powerfully to the upside, okay? And then I took my entry here. I set my stop loss to the low, and then price hit my stop, okay? After doing that, I was like, should I stop trading? Because on Friday as well, you know, I don't like trading a lot on Friday because there's a bunch of manipulation and all that stuff. So I went to the 5 minutes on frame. I think it was the M5 or M15. I'm not too sure, but I'm just going to read price action to see where I took my second entry flag. Okay, cool. So it was the M5 actually. So, no, it was the M1. Okay, so I was in the M5 though. Okay, M5, and I saw this powerful move. Okay, on the first quarter of New York session. When I saw this big candle, I was like, okay, wait, let me go to the M1 time frame to try to see if there's anything for me to actually join this trade. Okay, so when I went down to the M1, I saw this price action here. Okay, price was displacing to the downside, and then it got here. Okay, it was actually supposed to displace from this candle. It did not do that. Okay, this FVG ran through. This was already an entry, but I did not see that, to be honest with you. And then I only saw price when it was about here. Okay, so we had another displacement here, and when this candle closed to the zone, that's when I entered my position, and I set my stop loss below this first IFVG. All right, and then I targeted the top as well. Okay, again, okay, because that's what's supposed to happen. You know, that's the low hanging fruit. Price is actually supposed to go to. So it goes from internal range liquidity to external range liquidity. Okay, so internal range liquidity is basically FVG order blocks. Okay, external range liquidity is basically your recent point high or your recent point low. All right, so I was targeting the IRL. Okay, so this is the external range liquidity. Okay, my IRL. Okay, so but I did not target the full move. I was just probably like, I wanted to get out somewhere here. Okay, so price got to there, and then it knocked me out of the trade with a 3.31 R. So that was pretty much my week. Okay, I made 10 R. Pretty interesting. I'm just trying to do the same thing next week, rinse and repeat. Gold is a very good pair because it does not, manipulate a lot. Okay, after you get your IFVG, price just moves. But I've noticed with pairs like Your USD and GPUSD, it might give you an FVG, but then it's going to liquidate it again before going into your direction. So you end up like always having like your first entry being stopped out, and then your second entry moves, or even your third entry. But I haven't really seen that with gold, so that's actually what I'm trading gold for now, guys. And yeah, so that's basically it. And also notice that I'm only talking about R's. I'm not talking about money, I'm not talking about pips. No, I'm just looking at what am I risking. I'm always risking one to make two or above. Okay, I'm not looking at how many pips I've made, how much money I made. I'm really trying to clear that off of my mind. All right, guys. So this is it for this week recap. And what am I looking for? What am I looking for next week on gold, though? So gold, if I go to the H4, we can clearly see that we are in a powerful bullish move. Okay, powerful bullish move. So for next week, what I will be looking at for next week is probably price maybe coming back to this untapped FVG here before I can look for any more momentum to the upside. Okay, go to H1 again. Okay, yeah, so this FVG has already been tapped. So I'm looking for price to bounce back to these areas before I can actually make an entry. And also here we have a little bit of like, like a range. And also we can see that a little bit of a range might happen here before we can have anything. So coming next week, if price actually breaks above these highs, okay, and then gives me confirmation to sell, I'm going to sell. Yeah, I'm going to take the little scalps, probably get out here or something there until I can get something a lot more clear. All right. So that's basically it for this episode of Trade Recap. I wish you all the best of luck for next week. And let's go. The boy is back.